before meditation, I used to be very negative. I used to feel that there was no hope in life, and what you want in life, it's very hard to achieve. My mind was always on the negative end. But just coming into meditation, I've noticed a lot of, and I had self confidence issues, self worth issues, and it's like if there's a promotion, I would never want to apply because I feel I'm not worth it. So it was those kind of issues, and so it became a sort of like a deterrent in my career in every walks of life for me. So that was how it is. But coming into meditation, just sitting without any intentions, started doing this because I seriously wanted to shift things into my life. And I said, let's try meditation. I've been trying a lot of things like pranic healing, other things, initiations I've took, art of living maybe my theme, but it all, I left it. Like I was doing it and then I stopped. Procrastination was like the mark of me. I used to be so lazy and all that. But coming into meditation, lots of things have changed. Like if something would happen, if a challenge would come to me, always my mind would go on the negative side. Oh, what is the worst that can happen? So the mind will always be there. But just coming into meditation, no matter how serious the issue is, the mind would start to think, okay, what is the good that can come out of it? What is the possibility in this? So that was like a miraculous thing for me. And I used to have a lot of body aches and pains, and I used to feel so much heavy on my back and all that. So just doing meditation, I could feel so much lighter, and my skin used to be very dark, and so I despised looking myself in the mirror because I thought I was ugly, to be honest. But just coming into meditation, I started like loving myself, like I am the best. I mean, you're not comparing yourself to anybody. And I realized now I have become my best critic, critiquing in the most amazing and the fun loving way. And I'm my best buddy and my best friend, and so for example, like, I used to think that if you have company, then that's you are in demand. But if you don't have company, you go to a restaurant, you feel that, people are looking at you, why is she alone? Why is there nobody in a company? But now it's like wherever I go, I'm bindas, like how you say, just happily enjoying myself, my company. And it's just the loveliest moment of your life.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Welcome to the day 24 of the Presence program. My name is Nagendra. I'm from Bangalore. I started meditation 3 years before with Buddha Sibu. Initially, I was going through a lot of stress and anxiety and overthinking, and always worried about future, what is going to happen, how I'm going to get money, a lot of worry and anxiety. Even in my office as well, I was not able to perform better due to the anxiety. And I got into the meditation, and initially it was very difficult for me to continue the meditation. A lot of thoughts, 10 minutes emptiness, 10 minutes thoughts, like that. But after 3 weeks, I was able to continuously practice the meditation, and one day completely, I don't know where I was. So then I continued starting the meditation, but my anxiety was gone, and I was able to slowly see the difference what is happening within me, and anger reduced. I got a chance to attend advanced meditation retreat program in Pyramid Valley International, conducted by Buddha CEO, where a lot of wisdom, Chandra sir, Rakesh sir, many masters. I was able to understand what is energy. I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I was able to overcome the limiting beliefs, like need 8 hours sleep, food must be taken early morning, a lot of other limiting beliefs I had. And due to prolonged working hour in office, I was thinking initially that my sitting position is not correct. I was working for more than 12 hours, and that is the reason I was getting a lot of back pain. But in the Pyramid Valley, while doing the meditation, I got an energy experience where through my right hand, a light passed through and it went out of my finger. I was holding on to the meditation. Then suddenly I started getting pain over there, the place where I had a pain. Then within 2-3 hours, the pain relaxed, and from that day I don't have back pain and I don't have right hand pain. I understood that this is because of the stress I was going through. Then after I came back from the meditation retreat, I learned many things and then started implementing in my life. My productivity improved in my office. I started doing the work spontaneously. Earlier, I used to take 2-3 days for preparing for the presentation. It became spontaneous. Um, and whatever the help, whatever the learnings I did through Buddha CEO started spreading, and started volunteering with Buddha CEO, and got many more opportunity to work in a conferences like RCML and GCML. Buddha CEO provided me a platform to transform my life completely. And always Chandra sir talk about the unique skill where I don't know what to do. I got a lot of intuition and synchronicity to work on that, and I was able to deliver the things. And doing unknown, I don't know how to do. It became easy for me, and I started getting that intuition and sticking onto the process. I was able to do the things. Gratitude to Chandra sir and Vani madam and all the Buddha CEO master.
One of the things, if you listen to Master Sindhu, she spoke about how she now is happy with herself. It's okay to be alone, but you're not lonely. Meditation helps us to be comfortable with ourselves. Many of the challenges that we face, the self-confidence, the fear, everything is because we probably do not love ourselves as much. Meditation helps us to first build a great relationship with ourselves. Because when we have a wonderful relationship with ourselves, we build a great relationship with others. So the emotional intelligence that we spoke about, and we'll cover in detail all those 5 pillars of emotional intelligence. It starts with becoming comfortable with us, with ourselves, and loving ourselves. So let's get into meditation, friends. And after that, we'll cover some, in detail, the concepts of emotional intelligence. The practice, as every day we follow Anapanasati, breath mindfulness meditation, where we observe our simple natural breath. As we observe our breath, mind becomes empty. The goal is to empty our mind and experience that emptiness all around us. We become a witness to whatever experience we have in that emptiness. It could be darkness, it could be a lot of colors, some visions, it could be nothing, just blank darkness. Whatever that experience, it could be a pain in the body, some sensations in the body. Whatever that is, we become a witness. Only when we recognize we are thinking, that there is some conscious thoughts about something, someplace, somewhere, about that it's a conscious thought that you're bringing up. At that point in time, we bring our attention to the breath, right, friends? And before that, we do a heart elevation process to bring up elevated emotions by remembering some event in the past or some event in the future that you are manifesting, where you will experience, or you have experienced, that love, gratitude, compassion, that joyous, that adventure, that appreciation that you've got, or you are giving, the kindness that you have shown. Any of those emotions that you experience, you bring that event, you experience that, right? So let's get into meditation, friends. And we start a meditation with an intent, right? Every meditation is a great meditation, irrespective of how it is, right? We don't judge our meditation experience, but we start with an intention. Like today, I'm going deeper within myself. I'm looking to understand and know myself, my true nature of my reality. Who am I? I'm finding my infinite potential. We go with that intention, right, friends? So relax. Close your eyes.
Dear friends, dear masters, with a great intention to connect with ourselves, I'd like you to keep your hands on your chest area and with your eyes closed, specs removed, rest your attention on your beautiful heart, and with a relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. With that slow, relaxing breath, connect with the center of all emotions, which is nurturing all life. With its higher vibrations, your heart center, the seat of all emotions. Feel it. Connect with your heart center. Feel the beat, the rhythm of this loving heart, which is constantly helping you experience life greatly with its emotions of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, joy. Can you move yourself into a higher emotion by simply imagining or bringing up an experience from your past of love, of joy, of gratitude, of compassion? Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to direct that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet to help them heal, to help them elevate their understanding of life. Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to spread that energy to everything and everyone by making an intention. When you place your attention there, you place your energy. Feel. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other. Love, compassion, kindness, joy are all the ways to experience that connection, to move into coherence between body, mind, and this energy, the field. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, resting your attention at the root of your nose or anywhere on the nose. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath at that point. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. No sounds in the mouth, no forms of any kind in the mind. meditation is not imagination, is not visualization. Meditation is to empty the mind, observe the breath, and allow yourself to slowly notice the mind becoming less and less of thought, calming, relaxing. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to go into that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. That's energy. When the mind becomes empty, all that energy is channelized into the present moment. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. And allow yourself to experience that greater calmness, emptiness. All emptiness is energy. This is the limitless field of energy, the quantum field of existence. The longer you stay connected to this field of emptiness, the more you resting your mind, the more you dissolve your past. the longer you are in this emptiness energy and blackness, the more aware you become, the more mindful you become, and be in the present. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer you stay merged into this field of emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more miraculous experiences you draw into your life, the more meaningful experiences you influence in your physical reality. Stay aware of that emptiness, the darkness, the field of no body, of no thing, the field of light. This is your greater mind. The more you are in this field of emptiness, the more inspired you become, the more intuitive you become. Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be exploring higher aspects of life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express your gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge leads to many newer experiences. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn many things, for helping you experience many things in life. Be deeply grateful to this beautiful nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the angelic kingdom, for filling our lives with inspiration, beauty, energy, and more. Give thanks to everything you use, the technology, all the companies, government systems that support and make our life so comfortable. gratitude to yourself, for caring for you, for caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you may open your eyes.
Okay, friends. You're able to wonderful session. Anyone would like to share? Please raise your hand. Yes. Thank you to add motor to panelist and have her video on.
No, sir, I can speak without it.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, Hi, sir. Today was, I felt it was more better. I could, the number of thoughts were coming down gradually as the days go by. And today there was a lot of spin. The energy was like, movement was so high. And most of the time I could, it was very, thoughts were minimum today. Yeah,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Beautiful experience. It's an energy experience, feeling that spin.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of it today.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you, sir.
sharing. Absolutely. This is consistent practice will lead to our change in shift in energy, the shift in a lot of energy experiences, different ways. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you, sir.
sharing. So friends, we while we hear a lot of these experiences, what it means is these energy experiences are essentially shifting our energy, increasing our level state of being. We may not recognize, there may not be direct correlation, but a lot of times these shift is happening internally. So that is why we keep talking about trusting this process. Different people have different types of experiences. Sometimes we relate to certain experiences, sometimes we may not, but as long as we're open to it, each of us will experience in our own way what is right for us in that moment. So let's understand how meditation improves relationship. There was this monk who was always carrying a mirror. Somebody noticed and was wondering, why is a monk carrying? Is he too self-obsessed? He wants to look good. Is that why he's carrying a mirror? So some point he cannot resist and goes and asks him, why are you carrying a mirror? And he says, this mirror, when I look, is helping me figure out what the problem is and what the solution is as well. So friends, point is, in every relationship is a mirror to our state of being. When I first understood this, it really struck me. How can somebody else interaction with me is a mirror to my state? But as we understood this, I understood the whole concept of emotional intelligence, that awareness, self-awareness, the law of attraction. I realized this is how we truly we build our own, we develop our own self. Because every interaction is helping us to become aware of our own true state of being. So let me put up a few slides. We started yesterday about this emotional intelligence, and we'll understand what emotional intelligence is and how does it help develop us, right, to a better and a more or an infinite potential being. We spoke about these 5 areas of emotional intelligence. First and foremost is the self-awareness, becoming aware of ourselves. The whole aspect of every relationship is a mirror to our own state of being, is the whole concept of self-awareness. We have the ability to observe our own thoughts, feelings, but it is also reflected in our relationship. When something triggers, a trigger, trigger happens in any of the interactions. There could be in a meeting when somebody points out some mistake from you, or in a social gathering when somebody makes fun of you, or whatever. It could be any trigger. But that trigger creates some internal disturbance, frustration. Now, self-awareness helps us to recognize that and help us to question, where is that coming from? If my interaction is a mirror of my state of being, so what is it in my state of being that I can change to change that interaction? Now, with increased self-awareness, we also start becoming better at our expression, the way we express. Can I put my point across? A lot of times, we heard earlier in the experience sharing, I feel I'm not worthy enough. I have low confidence in myself. So when we are in that state, we stop expressing because we are afraid what will happen if I share something. But with meditation, we become self-aware. We love ourselves. We start building greater relationship with ourselves, which significantly improves our self-esteem. So we are no longer afraid to put a point across. If it makes sense. And then we start inspiring people, because then we are living to our true self. We are aligned with our intention, our thought, and our words and our action. When everything is aligned, we are not afraid of presenting ourselves for the better of everyone. So we inspire others. And we become empathetic towards others. No longer judging somebody else. No longer seeing somebody as high or low or better, superior or inferior. And we start engaging and becoming a better leader to people around us. So let's understand this. So self-awareness is about being mindful. No longer we react to things. The gap that I spoke about, the Viktor Frankl quote, between stimulus and response, there is a gap. That is a point of mindfulness. You are aware of what you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you are expressing. So when that happens, you are significantly changing the way you are reacting. We see this, and maybe you can share. Those of you who've been doing practicing meditation. Maybe some of you have already started seeing the seeds of this. You're becoming calmer. When somebody there's some emotionally charged situation happens, suddenly you start feeling yourself being calmer. Instead of rushing into reaction, you take a step back and say, what is happening here? Do I need to pitch in, or maybe I can stay silent. I don't need to interfere. That happens with when you are aware of yourself and your surroundings. The book called Mind Eliminated talks about how meditation leads to two key developments. One, it increases awareness. Second, it develops attention. Now, the awareness comes about everything around us without judging, without making any meaning out of that, because we become an observer of those events around us. That is awareness, non-judgmental awareness. No longer, we make a lot of assumptions around people. When something happens, first thing that comes is, we assume, how many of us have, listening to some news, suddenly we jump into conclusions, jump into judgment. We start saying, rich people are, or the businessmen are, they don't care about people. And suddenly, you see some new story, and we jump to conclusion, because then we are living from our past experience or our past assumptions. Now, with awareness, we stop judging and we become aware of our feelings. Where is that coming from? Where is that judgment coming from? If a colleague comes late without understanding, are we judging? So when that colleague says, something, we react and say, person is always coming late. How dare he or she, bring a point against me? Now, with meditation, suddenly that we become aware of these, our own judgments. And we start stepping back and saying, maybe there's something else. So we become more mindful of our thoughts. Second thing that happens is we recognize and we become more aware of our own self-worth. We start appreciating ourselves. Because this self-awareness slowly disconnect, with awareness, we disconnect from our past. The self-worth is down because in the past, we have felt maybe shame, maybe a guilt, or some level of lower judgments about ourselves. So with that going away, our confidence increases in ourselves. We are not afraid to pitch in when it's required. With our awareness, we start changing our feelings. Where there is fear, where there is doubt, where there is a shame, when we become aware of it, then we realize, hey, I don't need to be ashamed of myself. I know if I am an infinite being, this is an experience that I'm going through. There is something that I can learn from it. So when I learn from it, then I'm becoming a better person. So we gain a lot of confidence. We start increasing our level of energy. we carry a lot of higher vibrations. We start becoming more influential in a way, because the way we impact others is not just with our actions or words. The way we react, the way we carry ourselves, and that suddenly changes. Now people will start saying, you might start hearing people say, you are glowing, you seem to be different. And finally, friends, and this is again, you start understanding your true self. You are that infinite being. You are that consciousness. Every day with meditation, we are connecting with that infinite field. Aham Brahmasmi, that aspect of it we start understanding. And then we start moving to be more expressive in the right way, balanced. We are no longer, our tone will start changing when we talk about things. In a meeting, when you go in, you start putting your point across. Earlier, I used to think that, if I say something, what will others think? Now, I would feel that my ideas may not actually matter. And then what happens if that idea is shut down? There's so much that goes on where we suppress expressing ourselves. But slowly I realized that I am beginning to be more open. I start expressing. If there is a value that I can add in that meeting, then I'll express. We start using this triple filter called, is it what we are expressing? Is it positive? Is it useful? Is it truthful? We don't necessarily just gossip. We don't necessarily just speak just because we want to be heard. Now, many times in the meetings or in a group of people, we just talk just because we want to be seen. Instead, what we realize, we say only if it is useful, only if we add value to that conversation. Otherwise, we can keep quiet. That's where the balance comes in. We become fearless in our expression. If it is useful, if it is truthful, and we say it in a positive way, even when we give feedback, we provide in a tone that is more positive, that supports somebody else. Your team, you are giving a feedback. You're no longer judging, but then you give them with an intention that you want to help them, support their growth. So the intention, the way our conversation also starts, our intention becomes different with meditation. We are no longer looking to prove a point. We are no longer looking to be superior, show that who am I, right? I mean that ego we no longer carry. We don't have to prove a point. We don't have to make ourselves seen. Instead, where it is required, we start expressing. No gossiping. We stop all the gossips. Gossips are the poison that eats both us and everyone around us. No longer care about things that, we stop talking about people when they're not present. And when they are present, we talk only if it is useful, only if it is truthful, and in the most positive way. So we stop being, managing people, but we stay with integrity. And then we become more accountable. We align everything, what we speak, with our intention and our actions. We no longer care about unnecessary things. We start loving what we do. Of course, we do what we love. We move everything that is not required anymore to us. But then we also we love what we do. In these conferences that we organize through, from the foundation, we see many, many volunteers who come selflessly. Leaders who come, in their work, they may be senior leaders in their work. But when they come here, they are ready to do anything, whatever that is required. Because their goal is that this conference, because the goal of the conference is to take meditation to everyone. So they want that to succeed. Very, very inspirational. We see, so inspired by many, many, many volunteers who are absolutely don't care about what their state is. They don't care about who they are. "10 days, many people, when we did the global conference, people would just come, stay there, do from many simple things to anything that is needed to make the conference succeed. You have volunteers like Sagar here, sitting behind, but then making sure this presence program is reached to everyone. So people take ownership, and that's how they inspire others. They come and share they absolutely don't have to do it, but they come and share because they see what they have benefited, others can take it from their experience. And at work, you become everyone's favorite because you are accountable. You don't no longer are looking for recognition, but you are accountable. And then, friends, we start with, of course, empathy. Patriji's favorite: no complaints, no judgments, no interference. He had very little no's. He said, with meditation, everything is fine because you are aligned to yourself. The only thing he would say is no judgments, no complaints. And with meditation, we go into that state because we see everything as an experience. Don't judge anybody. We see oneness with everything and everybody. In your team, you allow for failures because they're learning through that process. While we guide as leaders, we guide others, we also allow for the failure. Because everyone is going through that process of learning. So we become more considerate in our interactions with our own family, with our own friends, with our own colleagues. Now we have doctors and nurses who talk about how their dealings with the patients becomes that much more compassionate. When there's this placebo effect that we talk about, where more than the medicine, it's how the doctor treats the patient, how they empathize, they stay with their patients, how they talk to them. That makes a lot more difference in how the patients heal. So we become more than what is it in for me to what is in it for everyone. It's not about what do I gain from this? How can I help? And help only when it's asked, not unnecessarily. When we interfere, when we help somebody when they don't ask, we probably are interfering in their journey. We ask that question, am I judging that person? Is that why I'm offering that help? However, we are there as an emotional support. We provide meditation to them, help them to stay and truly learn, empower them. And finally, friends, we improve our engagement. Engaging is not just speaking, it's about communication is also about how good are we listening. When a colleague comes, your team member comes, are you only looking at putting across your point, or are we listening? When we become mindful, meditation leads to mindfulness. Mindfulness is also about being there, present, listening to our team, listening to our colleagues. We take responsibility, and we also are empathizing with everyone. We take everyone together. A leader is not somebody who directs others. It's about how well they work together. How do they get everyone to work together? Many of our Buddha CEO coaches, they don't have to do anything, but they take initiatives to go ahead and teach in situations where probably they never thought before. And you become a natural leader because you start taking more initiatives. Initiatives not because somebody will recognize you, but because you feel that is the right thing to do. You feel it's the right thing for everyone. A natural leader is somebody who is not looking for recognition, but somebody who feel they have a unique skill which will help everyone, and use that skill in ways that that is useful. And of course, we bring everyone together. We start looking at how do I make good for everyone. Patriji always said that is why he brought this Buddha CEO, the name of Buddha CEO. Anyone who is transformed from inside becomes a natural leader outside. They are empowered, fully empowered. So friends, meditation makes our communication holistic. As our awareness increases, the way we communicate also changes. We all know we don't just communicate with our words. We communicate with our state of being, our emotional state. Anyone who is, calmer, who has that love, compassion, you want to be around them. As meditators, we all become that. Of course, there is a lot of scientific backing too, because that the field of influence of a meditator increases significantly. Thank you, friends, for listening, to be part of this event. Any questions? And I'm sure we are slowly learning. Okay. So if there are any questions or anyone would like to share, I see. Okay, there is a question. I cannot sit for long. That's okay. One of the things that we want to recognize is it's not necessary that you have to sit still if you're too uncomfortable. If initial stages, if a slight shift in our body posture, we need to make ourselves comfortable, we can, because then again we go back to observing the breath. The key is not to focus on that uncomfortable feeling. Slowly we start improving. I mean, if as we continue our practice, all this will go away. The key is, if you can, to move beyond, and maybe that pain or some kind of this one is bothering you, see if you can bring back your attention to the breath at that point in time. But if still that doesn't work, it's okay to change your posture a little bit, and then again make your body comfortable and go back to observing the breath. All that will go away. All we have to do is just sit through the process. Okay, somebody is saying, I'm not experiencing any of these. Sir, trust me, I was in the same state, but that's perfectly fine. It's not about the meditation experience that we have. Practicing for 6 weeks consistently, we start observing changes around us. That is what we have to look for. Are we becoming a little calmer? Are our sleep patterns slightly changing? Are we feeling little happy end of meditation? I'd like to invite Madam Padma Parekh to share her experience. Okay. All right. There are no other questions. We'll meet back again tomorrow, friends. Yes, we want to reflect. This is an opportunity, especially the mindfulness of our relationship, how we are reacting is a great opportunity for us to learn. We want to be, for me, the biggest growth happened when I learned about myself in these interactions, in these relationships, where we learn those situations just vanish. There's a lot of conflict with somebody. When we recognize where it is coming from and we learn from that, and we change our energy, shift our emotions, then that conflict goes away naturally. These are great things to experiment. There's so much that we can learn from this. All right, so thank you. See you again tomorrow.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up.